Hey everyone, this is Ryan with Game or Die. This is my reflections on Expeditions, a MudRunner game. If you don't know what Expeditions is, it's the fourth game in the quote-unquote runner series. It started off with Spin Tires, then moved on to MudRunner, then SnowRunner, and now with the fourth game in the series called Expeditions, subtitled a MudRunner game. This is basically an off-road simulation game where your core mechanics are driving around. And it's not just in an arcade style, exploration based game. It is dealing with all the things that come along with driving a car, like the transmission, fuel efficiency, tires, and engine repair. Not only that, you explore two different regions, Arizona and the Carpathian Mountains in Europe. With those regions, those two single regions, you actually have several maps that are fairly large in each of those regions. So there's actually a lot to digest. Now, if you're familiar with the Runner series, the last game in the series, SnowRunner, actually had you hauling a lot of stuff. That's it. You're going back and forth from point A to point B in an open world setting, just trying to complete missions. Now, those missions do have a lot of story to them. Like in the first map or region of the game in Michigan, you are trying to help out a town that has been recently flooded due to storms, and you're kind of helping the town get back on track. But in Expeditions, it is totally about exploration. You are not helping anyone, really. I mean, there is a little bit of flavor text buried in deep in the very beginning of each mission, but that's about it. You're basically tasked with exploring and doing little side missions here and there. It is still open world. You can go wherever you want, do whatever you want. As to a point, you actually explore a lot, and as you explore, you uncover or come across different basically objectives or quests that you can kind of take part in. Now, when you drop into the map, you are locked into a single type of quest, but you can kind of just push that off to the side and go explore as long as you want. You can treat it like an open world game. After you get a couple missions done under your belt, then you can go in and do free roam, where you can just explore and you don't really have an objective at the start. Then you can kind of do all those side missions that you come across or have picked up earlier before. Now, a lot of people are kind of wavering back and forth on whether I should get this or not. It's really up to you, obviously, but my perspective is I love this type of game. It is very enjoyable. It is very relaxing. It is unbelievably fun to play. It is also a budget game, so you have to remember that. It originally debuted for $40 instead of the normal now $60 to $70 price point. So you have to keep your expectations in check just a little bit. Now, like I said, it's more about the fun that you make on your own because of the exploration. But if you dig the exploration parts in SnowRunner and MudRunner and kind of driving around and dealing with the mechanics that these games allow you to mess around with, you're going to have a good time either way. So it really depends on what you want to get out of the game. Are you looking for more exploration and having fun driving around and dealing with the mechanics of the game? Or are you looking for something else? Are you looking for objectives to complete? Are you looking to basically have big, large trucks and dealing with the opportunities that present themselves when you are hauling very large pieces of equipment behind you with trailers and such? So again, that's kind of my reflections on the series and what this game actually is. Now, I made it Game of the Month for March, and I've been playing it over and over and over again every couple of days, back and forth, for the last month. I bought the Supreme Edition because I knew A, it was going to be cheaper than buying a brand new game anyways. B, I love the series, so I'm willing to support the developers in their new game. I want to see more of this. There is DLC coming along. They are working on bug fixes and patches like every game nowadays. So obviously, With major releases now, every video game has bugs. Every game is underdeveloped, thanks to due in small part to the pandemic or whatever, but it really doesn't matter. As long as you enjoy the mechanics of the game, I think this game is worth buying. It's a lot cheaper. You can buy it right now for about $30, just a couple weeks after release, depending on where you get it from. $30 to $40 for a game that I dropped over 60 plus hours in the last month. It's a no-brainer for me, but it really depends on what you're wanting to get out of it. If you like the more gameplay approach, where you are wanting to haul equipment, drag trailers back and forth, and do it that way in an open world setting, SnowRunner you might want to stick with a little bit. There's a lot of DLC over the last 4 years, but that game came out 4 years ago. I am done with SnowRunner. I want to move on to a new game, and so that's what Expedition does. It is a new game. It is scaled back in scope because of the budget title. But with that scaled back scope, there's enough to sink your teeth into for dozens of hours. Not every game needs to be 80, 90, 100, 2,000 hours of gameplay. Now, like I said, if you are one of those hardcore people, SnowRunner might be more your speed and you might want to just stick with that. But I value new ideas, new creative endeavors, and this is a new creative endeavor by the team at Saber. So with that being said, Expeditions is a great game for you to buy, purchase, play, rent, do whatever, but play this game. It is so good. So that's my thoughts, that's my reflections on this game, and I hope that you pick it up because, again, man, it is phenomenal. You will thoroughly enjoy it, and I cannot wait to see what Saber Interactive pulls out for the DLC. Until next time, thank you very much for watching. My name is Ryan Moore. You can always check out my stuff at gameordie.net, enjoy the Discord, or you can just watch me on YouTube and Twitch every day. Thanks for watching, and I hope you have a good one. I'll catch you on the next video. Bye.